So, the second Saturday night's main event of 2026 takes place this Saturday. So it will be live on NBC and YouTube. So there are currently 5 matches listed for the card. My name is Manlykefresh. Without further ado, let's run down the card. So let's go. If any of you would like to be updated on any future videos I'm about to release, or just to follow me in general, you can follow me on X at www.x.com/manlykefresh. So the first match I'm going to cover is the Intercontinental Championship match between current Intercontinental Champion Penta taking on NXT call-up in our ego, Ethan Page. So this match has been built up for a while now, since WrestleMania, since they've had the call-up. Ethan Page and Joe Hendry have been recent call-ups to Raw from NXT. It has been Javon Evans and Penta in a deep rivalry between Rusev and Ethan. So Ethan Page is getting his time in the spotlight to challenge the current reigning Intercontinental Champion. And may I say, Penta has been a fantastic Intercontinental Champion. He has really elevated his game and has brought some prestige back to that championship. So without beating around the bush, as it's only a TV special, we rarely do get title changes on TV specials, but in this particular scenario, could be anyone's fair game. I do believe it's still a bit too early for Ethan Page to win a championship on the main event. You know, this ain't NXT, dude. You know what I mean? You got to fight for your stuff. You can't just get what you want just like that. So I feel Penta's reign is still going to continue. So Penta to retain his Intercontinental Championship. You know, I'm actually quite shocked. There's actually quite a lot of female matches on this match. So, as I stated, there's 5 matches on this card. There's 3 women's matches on here. So, that, I'm impressed. Well done, WWE, for once, for actually putting the women on the spotlight for a change, rather than having 1 or 2 matches here, there, and everywhere. So, the first match for the women I'm going to cover will be the tag team match between, well, the triple threat, no, the 3-on-3 tag team match, where Team Jade Cargill, which involves Jade Cargill, Mi Shin, and B-Fab, taking on the tag team of Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. I don't even know what them two call themselves. What's that team called? And the new women's champion in Rhea Bloody Ripley. So, how this has gone down, a few weeks ago, there was a tag team match which involved Rhea Ripley, and don't quote me on this, I'm sure it involved somebody. Was it? I think it was a triple threat match. I think it involved Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, and Rhea Ripley, and Jade Cargill, who has been missing since WrestleMania after losing her women's championship, came out with her 2 Goonies to attack basically Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley, and Alexa Bliss. So we've now got this 3-on-3 tag team match. Now, as I've stated in the previous match, don't expect too much from the from Saturday Night Main Event. It's not a pay-per-view. It's a TV special. So it's very likely that this match could get thrown out. It could be a no DQ. But just for the sake of prediction purposes, I feel Jade Cargill and her two cronies in B-Fab and Mishim are going to get the win, probably pinning Alexa Bliss, keeping the champion strong, because we all know it's going to lead to Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley at some point. So yeah, Team Jade Cargill to win this match. So the second match I'm going to cover is for the Women's Tag Team Championships, where recently returning Paige, who returned at WrestleMania, to win the Tag Team Championships with Brie Bella, will be taking on the former Women's Tag Team Champions in the Irresistible Forces in Lash Legend and Nia Jax. So technically this is kind of a WrestleMania rematch, but without all the other two teams that are involved. So, you know what, mate, I had to say it straight. If you guys have been watching Nia Jax as of late, Nia Jax is possibly in the best shape she's ever been since becoming a wrestler. We know what she used to look like before she became a wrestler, but now she's put the work in, she's lost a lot of weight, and now that she's teaming with Lash Legend, they're both making themselves look absolutely amazing. You know, they're both fantastic. They've got a lot of chemistry here together. So I'm looking forward to this match simply because of the fact I'm not a big fan of Brie and Nikki Bella. The only thing that's saving this tag team championship run is that Paige is there. You know, so where do we go from here? So could there possibly be a title change? Well, I do believe that somewhere down the line, Nikki Bella is going to stab Paige in the back, or Brie will stab Paige in the back, or maybe Paige might stab them before they stab her. Who knows? But maybe for now, we give the win to the tag team champions, Brie Bella and Paige, to retain their tag team championships. And the final women's match I'm going to cover is the Women's Intercontinental Champion in Becky Lynch, taking on NXT recent call-up in Sol Ruca in a non-championship match. Now, this is one of those matches where there's no build-up to it, but it just makes sense. You've got the underdog of her era, Becky Lynch, when she was an NXT call-up, against the current era of Sol Ruca, who is a recent call-up herself. So, you know, there's going to be a lot of experience in here versus a lot of charisma and energy. I mean, Sol Ruca is absolutely amazing in the ring, and Becky Lynch will probably be one of those people who will probably test her to see how great she really is. What is the likelihood here? I mean, at the end of the day, Sol Ruca hasn't got any real legitimate rivalries going on Raw. Not since now she's now become a Raw superstar. She's not on NXT anymore. There isn't actually any real rivalry. Like Zarya is on NXT. As it stands now, Becky Lynch doesn't have her arch enemy in AJ Lee. As far as we're concerned, AJ Lee is practically done with WWE for the foreseeable future. So as it stands, I don't think there's going to be any interferences. So now it just boils down to whether Sol Ruca can hang with the man. And I think she can. But at the end of the day, I do feel that experience will be the winning factor here. So even though I would love to see an IC champion, and you know what, hold on, maybe let me change my mind. Actually, I feel like this could set up to an IC championship match in the future. So I feel Sol Ruca will win this match, which would then set up to an IC championship match in the future. So Sol Ruca to win this match. Yes, I'm going to go with Sol Ruca. for Ruca to win. So, there are, as I said before, there were 5 matches on the card. I have now covered 4. So, what is 4 plus 1, everyone? 4 plus 1 means main event time. And this has not been confirmed as the main event, but I feel this should be the main event, as it involves a lot of main event characters, which we'll talk about in a minute. So, tag team champions, The Vision in Logan Paul and Austin Theory will be defending their tag team championships against the Street Profits in Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. So, how this match has come about was after WrestleMania, the Street Profits returned back to WWE to inadvertently help Seth Rollins during his altercation with the Vision, and so the 2 Vision members I'm talking about, Logan Paul and Austin Theory and Bron Breakker. Obviously, they've been a thorn in each other's side for a while now. Reason why I said this will probably be the main event is because I just do believe that this match is going to be set up as a catalyst for something a bit more bigger in the future. So, as we're fully aware, Seth Rollins is warring with Bron Breakker. The Street Profits have got problems, or more like Montez Ford has problems with Seth Rollins, as they never wanted Seth Rollins' help, or Seth Rollins never wanted their help, and they don't like Seth Rollins, you know, for the simple fact that when the Street Profits were taken out by the Vision was still under the influence of Seth Rollins. So there's still a lot of bitter feelings there. And I feel like because of that rivalry, in this tag team match, Bron Breakker and Seth Rollins are going to interject themselves somehow. Maybe once again, Seth Rollins might put himself in the situation of costing the tag team championships to the Vision, or he might do exactly what I think he might do, inadvertently get involved in the match, costing the Street Profits their opportunity to win the championships. So I feel there's going to be more miscommunication here, leading to more tension between the Street Profits and Seth Rollins, but mainly focusing on the heated rivalry that's going to be coming our way. Probably a clash in Italy next week, if the match is set for that. I haven't actually checked the card yet for Bron Breakker and Seth Rollins, but I think that probably will be the case. But yeah, so for that alone, I feel the Vision will retain their tag team championships. Before you guys leave, kindly do me the greatest honour by subscribing to my YouTube channel by clicking on subscribe, and by following me on my only social media platform of X at www.x.com/Manlykefresh, where you'll be updated with any future videos which are about to come out, whether it be my wrestling videos or my gaming videos or my top 20s. So until next time guys, see you at the next video, look after yourselves and take care. Bye bye.